Let's begin sitting cross-legged. You might pull the flesh of your buttocks back behind your sit bones and maybe feel how the sit bones connect downward into the earth. And maybe you can continue with that feeling of downward release and let your shoulders drop down. And let the eyes close if that's comfortable for you. And scan the body for any places where you might notice tension. So tension that is habitual is hard to notice because it just feels like how it always feels. But you probably know the places where you carry tension, and you can just see if you might relax there a little more. Possibly the jaw, the brow, the shoulders, the hands, the belly, or the hips. Just try to invite a letting go. And then as you relax more, especially in the belly, you might notice that the breath can deepen. And we can intentionally now deepen the breath. Breathing into the belly, into the ribs, into the chest. And then on your next inhale, take the arms out to the side with the elbows bent and send the elbows back. And then exhale and round your back and bring the elbows and hands together. And then lift your chest and lift the elbows, keeping them touching if possible. And then exhale, bring the hands together at the heart. Inhale, open the arms out in cactus arms, elbows bent, round the back, elbows together, palms together. Lift up tall through the spine and reach the elbows up as high as they'll go. And exhale the hands to the heart. Continue at your own pace and silence, lifting the chest and the eyes on the inhale. One more round. complete, you can relax your hands down. And just gently turn your head from side to side. And when you turn to the right, you can let your left shoulder pull back. And other side, same. And last one. And back to center. Stay connected to your breath. And we'll come on to hands and knees. Hands right under shoulders. You can be on fists or on palms. And then we're going to move the shoulders up and then press down into your arms to keep your upper back lifted and your shoulders down. And then sink the upper back so that the shoulders go higher. And then just almost like moving on train tracks. Just staying parallel and just going up and down. And then back to neutral. And just bring the right hand forward a little bit and send the left arm all the way out to the side. Come down onto your chest and turn your head to the right. The more you press into your right hand and bring weight down into your left shoulder, the more you might feel a stretch. Stay with your deep rhythmic breathing. Push into your right hand to lift up. Slide the left arm under and then come back down. If you can, turn your head to the left. If not, maybe just rest on your forehead. Try to let that left shoulder come all the way to the ground. Relax with your breathing. And then turn your head to the right. Slide your right hand down toward your left arm. Push into that right hand and roll toward the back of your head. Cross your ankles and lift your right arm and send it back behind you if you can. As you inhale, squeeze your ankles. Exhale, release, relax, twist. And bring the right hand back down. Press yourself up. come onto hands and knees, round your back. Flatten your back, neutral spine. Bring your left hand a little bit forward, and then lower and send your right arm straight out to the side, perpendicular to your body. Try to get the head of your arm right at your shoulder to come down onto the ground, turning your head to the left, and maybe pressing into that left hand a little, letting your torso slightly rotate open toward the left. Steady, long, slow breathing. Press into your left hand to lift up, and then bring the right arm across your chest over to the left, lower down onto the shoulder, and then bring your head either center, or if you can turn it a little bit to the right, go ahead. I can't. Some of you may be able to, I don't know. You can rest on your forehead or your chin here. Stay with your breath. And then turn your head to the left. Slide your left hand down toward your right hand. Push into that hand and roll toward the back of your head. Cross your ankles. And send that left arm up and back. Squeeze the ankles as you inhale. Relax and turn as you exhale. And return the hand to the ground. Uncross the ankles. Lift back up onto all four legs of a table, and then round your back, tucking the tailbone, tucking the chin. On your next inhale, curl your tailbone up, drop your belly down, lift your gaze. Exhale back into cat, and then just continue going back and forth at your own pace. Letting the pace be set by the full expression of breath. And then coming back to neutral spine. Walk the hands forward, keeping the hips in line with the knees. Dropping the chest resting either on the forehead, or if you want to go deeper, on the chin, or deepest still on the cheek. Try to keep the elbows straight and lower the armpits. Steady, slow breath. Slide the hands back, lift yourself up, bring the hands onto the shoulders again. Really balance your weight evenly across all four limbs. Straighten your spine, lift your belly to support your spine. Let your gaze come down to the ground so your neck is straight. And then send your right leg back. Reach your left hand back for your right foot. If you don't reach, hopefully you have a strap or something that you can use, or a towel. If not, maybe you can hold on to your pants. And then kick the foot up and back. Lift your gaze up. And really feel like the foot is pulling that shoulder open, and breathe into your chest. And release the foot and send it out to the side. Walk the hands toward your leg. Roll yourself up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, right arm down, left arm over, gazing up and to the left. Breathing long and deep and slow. And exhale, slide down that leg. Explore how much breath there's room for inside the shape. Beautiful. Inhale up. Exhale the hands back down. And just take them over a little bit to the left and send that right leg forward. And then one hand on either side, and we'll point and flex the right foot. And then hold the flex position. Inhale and look up. Keep looking up, and exhale and bend the elbows and try to lay your belly onto your thigh. Inhale, look up again. Pull that right buttock back. Keep looking up. Draw the navel in and drop the belly and ribs down. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, elbows bend, ribs drop, release the head. Keep the foot actively flexed. And then take weight out of your hands. So there's no tension in the fingers. There's no sense of holding yourself up. You're just resting your hands on the ground for balance. Breathing in slowly, breathing out all the air. And lift your head, bend your front knee, sink your hips down. Those of you who like to work harder, you're welcome to take a variation of lunge. Can take runner's lunge with the knee off the ground. You can lift your arms or one arm, or just let your body sink into the ground and use the support of the knee being on the ground to really help you drop down so you can feel the space between the left knee and the right knee sinking. Gazing forward so the chest is open and the breath carries up into the heart. And then we'll bring that right hand to the inside and then behind the right calf, and we'll rock left to right. Dropping hip, dropping knee, dropping hip, dropping knee. And then let the knee drop down. And then you don't want to be leaning to the right anymore. See if you can stay in the center. So see if I lean to the right, I can see my whole back leg. I guess you don't have a camera, so that doesn't help you. But you can kind of tell when you're dropping toward your right buttock and you want to stay with both hips level over the ground, and then the knee won't go as low, and that's fine. And then just breathe. And relax. Again, the least weight that you have in your hands and arms, the more you're able to sink. And lift the knee back up. Send the leg back. Coming back into your table posture. Taking weight evenly into all four legs of the table. Keeping the neck and spine straight. Send the left leg back. Bend the knee. Reach back for your foot or your pants, whatever you can grab. And then kick the foot up and back. So it's not just up, it's also back. So it really, really opens the chest and shoulder. Imagine that you're breathing right up into that right shoulder. And release the hand down. Send the left foot straight out to the side, level with the right knee. Walk the hands in. Roll yourself up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, left arm down. Slide it down. Right arm across. Gazing up and to the right. Long, deep breaths. Releasing as you exhale, maybe sliding down that leg. Release the hands to the ground, a little bit off to the right. Send your left leg forward, and then bring one hand to either side of the leg and point and flex. Toes all the way down, toes all the way back. And then hold the flex position. Inhale and look up. Keep looking up. Bend the elbows. Try to lower your belly down toward your thigh. Look up some more as you inhale. Exhale, try to lower your ribs down. And looking up. Exhale, completely bend your elbows. Drop your head. Every exhale, try to relax your torso over toward your leg. Letting the arms be relaxed, the hands just resting gently on the ground. Kind of moving the mind away from the intensity of the stretch by focusing on the fullness of your breath. Relax the arms even more. And lift your head, bend your front knee, sink your hips, coming into a lunge or some other version of lunge that you prefer. The arms can be up, the arms can be down. The left arm can press into your left leg while the right arm comes up. Or you can just enjoy releasing into the earth, letting the hips sink, letting the breath lift up to the collarbones. And then if your knee is not down, lower it to the ground. Bring your left hand inside and behind your left shin and calf. And then we'll rock and shift the weight from side to side. And then come center. Take a deep breath in. And then when you exhale, bend your elbows and take weight out of your hands. And lift the knee back up. Send the leg back. Let's sit on the heels and come into child's pose. Let the shoulders relax over the thighs. Relax the hands. And then bring the hands under the shoulders, tuck the chin as you roll yourself up. Letting the arms come up, inhale. Exhale the hands to the ground behind you. Lean back into your hands, and you can either leave your buttocks on your feet, push down through your buttocks to lift your chest, or press into your hands and lift your hips, and then push down into your feet to lift even higher, dropping the head back if you can. And release the hips down. Slowly lift your head up. Walk the hands forward, folding over again, this time keeping the arms out, stretched in front of you, pushing forward into the hands and back through the hips. Walk your hands over to the right. Press your right hand into the ground. Send your left hip back, reaching long from hand to hip on the left. Walk it over to the other side, pressing into the left hand to send your right hip back, reaching out of the right hand, breathing long up and down the right side. Come back to center. Lift up slowly, chin to chest. Reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale the palms together, bend the elbows, and bring the thumbs to the upper back. Try to slide your thumbs down your back. And inhale the arms up. Exhale, release the arms down, and then bring the hands behind you. Let the fingertips touch each other. And then turn the palms to face down and try to bring your hands up your back and bring the palms together. I'm not able to do it anymore since my shoulder injury, but it doesn't matter. Just you'll see the stretch in your hands and do what you can. Trying to get the heels and the hands together so that your namaste behind your back, and then press the elbows back. Even if you're just here, that's fine. You're still working toward pressing the elbows back. And release. Okay, now we'll bring the left hand either under the left shin, or if it doesn't reach without, like I have to, leaning to that side, then you just bring it under your left thigh. And then inhale the right arm up. Exhale the hand to the left side of the head and drop the head down to the right. Let that right shoulder release down toward the floor. And let the spine be nice and tall, almost like you're reaching up through the crown of your head, even though the crown of your head is not facing up, it's facing right. Steady, long breath. Keep your head where it is. Just move your hand to the right side of your head and press your head up. Release the right hand down. Release the left hand out. And then tuck your right hand. So most of you will be able to tuck your fingers under your shin like I can. But we want to be able to tuck the whole hand. So if the only way the whole hand goes under is if you're leaning, then bring it under your thigh. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, bringing it to the right side of your head. Take a breath in. And drop the head to the left. And then lift tall through the spine. Leave your head where it is. Move your hand to the left side of your head. Lift your head up. Release the hands. Lift your buttocks off your feet and curl your toes under. Lower back down onto your heels. Bring your hands onto your thighs. We're going to do some lions.
Is she frozen for you guys? Oh, now she's gone. Never mind. I'll text her. Z says she's working on coming back on. Z, you're on mute.
I'm so sorry. So that's perfect. We can take the frustration and put it into our lion's breath. So the exhale, the fingers reach out, the tongue reaches down, the eyes open wide and reach up. Inhale through the nose, exhale. Two more. As loud as you can. And then hands to the ground, releasing the feet, kick the toes, and feet into the ground. And then we'll take the hands a little bit in front of the shoulders, spread the fingers wide, roll the elbows back and the eyes of the elbows forward, curl the toes, inhale, exhale, lift the knees, press your hips back, straighten your legs, press your thighs back, press your heels down, let your head drop, and then see if you can do that little maneuver that we did at the very beginning of the class where the shoulders are higher than the chest and the chest is dropping down. And then without bending the left leg, focus on your right leg, pushing into your hands and send the right heel down. Long, smooth breath. And then keeping the right leg straight, both legs straight, shift weight into the left heel, pressing forward into the hands. Come center, press both hands forward, both thighs back, both heels down, roll the shoulders down your back. And then walk the hands back to the feet. With soft knees, tuck your chin, roll yourself up. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, arms down. Two more like that. And then let the arms rest down. Let the mind rest on the breath. Feel the movement of the breath. Let the weight shift into your left foot, but stay connected primarily to the feeling of the breath. The eyes will open softly and the awareness stays inward at the breath. And then when you're ready, lift the right knee up, clasp your hands under the knee, pulling the knee up toward that right shoulder. Straighten that left leg. Pull your navel up and in. Now we're going to twist. So you're going to release your right hand. Let's bring it to the hip at first. Lift tall through the head, inhale, and then let your eyes draw a line across the horizon to the right. As your head turns, let your ribs turn, let your belly turn, and then take that right arm back behind you. Those of you who can and wish, that left hand can come to the outside of the right foot, and you can straighten that right leg. If you have the foot, come back to your knee, and then come back around to the front. Release down. Close the eyes. Notice how the left foot feels compared to the right. Notice the rhythm of the breath. And then let your weight shift into your right foot. See if you can keep your focus internal as you gently open your eyes. When you're ready, lift the left knee, clasp your hands under it and pull it in and up. Roll the shoulders back and down. Lift the belly up and in. Now, we're going to bring the left hand to the hip. Get tall as you inhale. Let your gaze draw a horizontal line across to the left. Once you've turned sufficiently, then send your left arm back. And again, those of you who can and want to, you can bring your right hand to the outside of your left foot and straighten that leg. Stay tall in your spine. If you had your foot, take your knee again, come back around to the front, and release down. Drop the chin to the chest. Clasp your hands behind the back of your head. Let the elbows drop down. And let the body fold over. Inhale and press the back of your head into your hands. Exhale, press your hands into your head. You can continue doing that, or you can just stay here more passively if you prefer. And release the hands down, then the knees, and lower all the way down to the ground. Coming onto your back with your knees bent. You can lift your hips, tuck your tailbone, release your legs, shake them out. If you're using an eye pillow, you might place that on your eyes now. And then we'll let the arms rest out away from the body with the palms up. Take a breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing into the ground. Inhale. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the jaw. Let the lips gently part. Inhale deep. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the activity of the mind. Letting go of thoughts and images. Letting the mind turn to the breath. And letting go of the breath. So that the breath happens. And you're not making the breath happen. It just comes and goes, however it will. And your awareness is feeling the breath. The body is relaxing. The mind is relaxing. Staying with the breath. Letting go. Letting go. Letting go. Breathe into your heart. Move fingers and toes. Reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest. Rocking side to side. Feel the ground massaging your back. Come center. Rub hand to hand and foot to foot. And slowly turn onto your side, resting your head on your underside arm, resting your body on the ground, resting your awareness in whatever's here right now. Whatever's here right now, this body, this sensation, this breath, this feeling. And then slowly begin to come up to sitting. Let your head come up last. Sit any way you're comfortable. Sinking down into the sit bones, lifting tall through the crown of the head. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste.